lead. Morton will have the basketball. And Josh, you know, if you're the coaches and you look and say if you're Coach Brown for Morton, your leading scorer in Altenburger only has 3 points. But if you're the Railers, you take a look, your leading scorer, Aaron Hopp, hasn't scored yet.
Yeah, and you're still winning. And what I like about Aaron, though, he's not concerned about that. He'll continue to play hard, but he has to score for this basketball team to come out on top. He's got to be the one that is going to be the leading rebounder. He's probably got to be, wow, yeah, I was going to say.
Wow, quickly, an offensive foul before the clock even ticks. As Bolts had tried to separate himself, and Josh, I didn't catch, was that KJ Fry? That
no, Bowers. Yeah, just shoved him right out of the way. I mean, it wasn't even like Isaiah was going to deny him the basketball.
And I think Bolts is going to go out. And quickly, he goes to the bench. It's his second foul. Wow, that's not the way you want to start with the basketball down 8.
Yeah, what happened? Coach Al was saying something. I'm not sure what, but he was a little upset about something. I'm not sure if he thought it was intentional or.
Well, I guess the question is this. As KJ Fry fires off a 3, that rattles off no good. Rebound comes down to Burns. Should the possession arrow change? Because it's still pointed toward Morton.
All right.
And I'm wondering if that
Maybe.
ends their possession, and it should go back to the Railers.
Yeah.
18-10. Railers missing on the opportunity to stretch it to double figures for the first time.
Yeah, and those are ones Fry generally knocks those down, Jeff. He has not spot on tonight, and he's got a chance to get a couple to go down. But usually when KJ gets that wide open, they usually go down through the net.
Another turnover as Altenburger tried to get it to Rossi and couldn't connect right in front of the Morton bench. So another gift for the Railers. Isaiah's picked up his dribble in the corner. KJ. Now Isaiah's open right corner. High arc
hard.
3. Rebound down to Rossi. I'll tell you one thing, Isaiah's 3, he puts a lot of arc on that.
Yeah, a lot of good arc, and it's a really set shot. Not a lot of lift on from his lower body, but the Railers, what I don't like is two threes so far. That's all we've really looked for. Not a lot of penetration, nothing going to the hoop yet. We've got to get to the basket.
There's Isaiah trying to make a move, flips it up, and just as you ordered it, down it goes.
That's all right, though. Keep going to the hoop.
Railers now up by 10. It's 20-10. 3 on the way. That rattles off no good. Drew Bacon with the board for the Railers.
Yeah, Drew with the last couple of rebounds been nice too. You need the big 6'5" sophomore to garner in about 4 or 5 rebounds a game.
Hop. Left side to Fry on the baseline to Drew. Drew stepped on the baseline. And it's funny, Josh, 6:02 to go here in the third quarter. Railers up 20-10. The errors are just the ones that just, the fundamental ones.
And they're kind of unforced, you know what I mean? I mean, that Bacon stepped on the line and really wasn't guarded that hard.
That's one that Garrett maybe should have grabbed. Altenburger gets it over. Burns, little jumper from the baseline from about 12 feet. That is good. 20-12. Morton back down only 8. Hops picked up his dribble, needs some help.
Yeah, you're exactly right in that, Jeff. The Railers are picking up their dribble with not a lot of pressure on them. They can't continue to pick up the dribble. They've got to force the issue, get into the middle, get into the teeth of that zone, and then pass from there. They're not getting into where they're guarded and need to pick up their dribble. They're just picking it up on their own.
5.5 to go. Bowers lobs to the baseline to Drew. Drew kicks back out to Hop. Hop's going to drive in the lane. It opens up. Jumps it down to Bacon. Bacon missed the shot, had it blocked away a little bit, but the ball comes back to Morton. And it looked good at the beginning, and then it just did not follow through as the pass from Altenburger is tipped away and taken back by the Railers.
Yeah, Isaiah did a good job of keeping his eyes open as he's running up and down the court.
Garrett, a long 3 with the left hand.
Yeah, Garrett needed that one. The Railers needed that one too. A big 3 from the senior. Good job by Bowers. They had a break. Bacon was slow to get back, and I think they were trying to go to the man down underneath for Morton. Bacon would have never caught it. And that's a foul, man.
Baseline jumper, no good by Byrne. gets his own rebound. Looked like it was a foul over Hop, and he's going to be, looked like he may have shuffled his feet, but before he did, a foul is going to be whistled. That'll go against Drew Bacon. Josh second for Drew, first on the Railers. 4:42 to go in the third. Railers up 23-12.
Yeah, and they were starting to get the ball down low a little bit, Jeff. That was they were just got it to Byrne on the last possession with a nice little 15-foot jump shot. It looks like they were trying to go back down there again to Burns. Maybe something that Potters are really going to look to do is get it down low against some of the shorter Railers.
In the back of the Railer zone, you've got Aaron Hopp and Nolan Hollinger. 4.5 to go. Railers lead is 11. That goes right through the hands of Brecky. And then the Railers bumping into each other. The ball knocked out of bounds. Springfield, Massachusetts, and the Basketball Hall of Fame will not be asking for this game.
No, that was not very good. I don't know why Isaiah passed it. He had a wide open lane to go to the basket, and Hop was, or not Hop, but Fry was kind of covered up, and not sure exactly what, but those are some of the woes you'll get with youth.
Bolt back in the contest after his foul to open the half. Bolt drives baseline, reverse layup, no good, but there for the putback on the rebound, that is Brecky. 23-14. In the first two games of the season, Josh, the Railers have found themselves in trouble when they've had opportunities to stretch the lead and haven't, and their opponents have come back on them.
Yeah, and right now Hop's got, look at that wide open gap. There he goes. Hops finally gets to the lane there.
Garrett Hollinger in the right corner didn't fire one off. Back to Garrett. 3.5 to go. Picked up his dribble. There's Aaron. Down in the corner. Nolan's open for a right corner three.
Got it.
Good.
Nice job by Hollinger, and a nice pass out by Hop, too. He's got to get in the middle of that zone, and he did, and that opens up the shooters. And Hollinger's been a nice three-point shooter so far this season, especially from the corner.
26-14. Inside, Bowers tips it away. Isaiah comes out of there with it.
Go to the basket.
1-on-2. Isaiah will take it strong. Nice strong move. Layup is no good. Rebound to King for the Potters. And then we've got the official stoppage of play with KJ down at midcourt. KJ's kind of in a squatted position. He's kind of holding his head. I don't know if he hurt something else and just not feeling real good.
No, I think he got hit, I kind of went away from the play, but to watch Bowers take the ball to the basket. But yeah, it looks like KJ might have got hit in the face, something around the nose and the eye.
It looked like he was kind of rubbing toward his forehead and everything like that. So, and as careful as sports are being these days about concussions, we see the trainer over there questioning him about what's going on and how he's feeling.
Yeah, he's kind of circling around like he's it's tough to focus right now, so he may have got hit pretty good.
So Morton with the basketball. Oh, and they're going to get Isaiah for a reach in at the top of the key at 2:35 to go in the third. 26-14 for Isaiah. That'll be his second on the team.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, though. Isaiah just being aggressive. Another guard bringing the ball down, and the Railers, one of the things they've done pretty well so far this season is when a big guy brings the ball down, they've usually got two or three guys around the ball. That time Bowers again around it.
2:28 to go, and
looks like KJ's going back to the locker room.
Yeah. Jumper on the way, three, no good.
Boy.
Nice job by Isaiah.
Oh, no.
With the rebound, and I thought they were giving it to Isaiah, and I thought that Isaiah had inside position, and they're giving the foul to Isaiah on the rebound, and Coach Alexander not happy.
No, and that's just two guys at a varsity level going for the rebound. And yeah, as you just pointed out, 3 fouls on Isaiah, and that's just varsity basketball. Two guys going after an aggressive rebound, and somebody's going to get hit, and it didn't affect anything, and Bowers got inside position.
Altenberger three, up and good.
Now he gives him 3 points.
26-17, 2 minutes to go. And Coach Alexander still voicing his displeasure to the official that made that call. Isles on top to Hop. Hop's picked up his dribble again, swinging around to Nolan Hollinger. Can he hit 2 in a row? That one's way short. Hop with the rebound, and Aaron tried to go up in the same motion with the rebound. Didn't get it to go down, but great athletic play.
Yeah.
And Aaron will be going.
Almost looked like he was trying to shoot that, too. I don't know if he's going to give him. He was shooting.
I thought he was shooting. Because it looked like he caught it and was in the motion of shooting. So right now, it feels like the call's just not breaking the Railers' way.
Yeah.
But they're up 9 with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Hollinger back out to Garrett. That's a long three.
Boom.
He got it.
He got it. And the Railers, another big basket, and another senior stepping up. Isles has had a couple big threes, especially when we've needed them, Jeff. And maybe that'll get this defense or crowd back in a little bit.
29-17.
Get it.
Over to Altenberger. Bounces down to Anderson. Altenberger watched by Bowers. Makes a move and thrown away.
Yeah, you know, Altenberger's their guy, too, that probably their best scorer, their best shooter, and you look up at the board, he's got 3 points, so the Railers have done a good job. I think a little more leery and wary of where their best players are after what the guy from Muhammad had done to us on Wednesday night. Now it looks like Potter's maybe in a man-to-man now.
Minute to go. Kirby. Bowers makes a move, a little floater, and it's blocked from the side, but also a foul is going to be whistled, and we'll see if that sends Isaiah to the line. He will be shooting too. And Josh, we also peek over and we see that KJ is back on the bench. His availability for the rest of the night, that we don't know.
Yeah, it's probably something with that, that concussion protocol that all these guys have got to go through now. They're even in the junior high level making you do that now. Get checked out and released after you've taken this doctor's visit and checklist and everything, that you've passed everything to
now
be able to play.
Who administers that?
I'm assuming you've got to go to the doctor's office. Now, of course, the high school's got a trainer that might be certified, but our kids at the junior high level have to go to the doctor's office.
30-17, Bowers makes it. Now they get Isaiah out with 51 seconds to go. You don't want Isaiah picking up a silly foul, which would end up being his 4th foul.
Right, yeah, good substitution by the coaching staff. So he doesn't pick up his 4th. Moves Hop up to the point. You got Kirby out on the wing and Bacon and Hollinger in the backs.
I'm still trying to figure out if that arrow should have been changed with the foul right before the ball was inbounded to start the half. Because right now it's still pointing to the Potters, so they could get a score here as Altenberger fires a long three. Off the board, no good. Rebound down to Rossi. Back to Altenberger. Down low, nice move. Are they going to call steps? Nope, foul on the Railers. Railer basketball this season brought to you by our friends at Eaton Corporation, Lincoln College, and Bright Idea Screen Printing as Nolan Hollinger picks up his 1st foul, 4th on the team, and it's thrown away. Another steal by the Railers into the hands of Garrett Isles. Garrett with 3 big threes here tonight. He has 9.
Yeah, let's get a big basket here, Jeff. Make this a 15 or 16 point lead before half, but you better go now because there's 5 seconds. Looks like it's Hop one-on-one against his guy.
Hop at the free throw line, kicks it, Nolan, corner, 3, he left it short. Drew tried to tip it in.
Yeah, count it.
Say it will not count.
Yeah, I think it was the right call.
I think it was late. But at the end of 3, Lincoln on top. It's Lincoln 30, Morton 17. Back for the 4th quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you, starting the 4th quarter of action. Morton with the basketball. 30-17, Lincoln with a 13-point advantage. Right now on a 7-3 run. It's gotten them that 13-point lead. Kirby, Bowers, Isles, Hop, Bacon on the floor for the Railers. Dump it down to Byrne. Byrne goes up and under. Nice block and tipped away by Bacon.
Ball got there easy, though, right in the middle, down to the short porch, and Bacon with a nice defensive effort on the block, but Railers have got to do a little bit better job of not allowing them to get it there.
And the foul is going to be whistled out high. That'll go against Altenberger. That is foul number 4 for Morton. This half. Railers with 4 also. 30 seconds gone by in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Bowers leading the way, Josh, with 11. Garrett Isles has hit some big shots.
Yeah.
We've needed some scoring from Garrett, and his scoring tonight has come when we needed it. He's hit some big shots. Backdoor. Kirby.
Nice.
Hop is good.
Yeah, I love that little play. Almost that time Kirby just with a little look off over to the other to another guy, and all of a sudden he looks back at Hop, and Hop goes back door. The Hop's man looks at Kirby like, I better get on Hop a little bit closer, and boom, he's right back door quick.
Bryson steps away, tries to take it away, blocked away, and a foul will be whistled on the Railers, and that'll send Morton to the line. And if I remember right, Josh, at just about the exact same place on the floor on Wednesday night's game, Hoppy scored on a pass like that from KJ Fry.
Yeah, same play, and probably what Kirby and Fry probably run the same position, so they go through the same plays during practice. They run the same play. They'll be the same guy that passes it every time. So nice set call as the Morton gets one free throw to go here, but nice set call by the Railers, and might see a little bit more of that, Jeff, trying to take the air out of the ball a little bit, burn some clock, and then hit you with a play. Now that Morton has gone to man-to-man.
Second free throw, got them both. Byrne now has 6. It's 32-19, a 13-point advantage for Lincoln. 6:50 to go in our game. Bacon, Kirby, Hop. Back now to Isaiah. Hop drives on Altenberger, reach in foul.
Yeah, should be the 15th foul now on Morton.
6:33 left in this one. Bacon trying to get it inbounds, does so in the corner to Hop. Hop's going to drive with the left hand in the lane, kick it back out left wing to Kirby. Now the ball swings around into the corner to Bowers. Kirby to Isaiah. Railers being very patient, run some clock, and then a foul is going to be whistled out high on Morton. That'll be their 6th team foul. Foul on Burns, his 2nd.
Yeah, and I don't think Morton's quick enough and good enough defensively to man us and really deny us the basketball. Kind of what Muhammad had given us trouble with the other night. I don't think Morton's quite got the athletes to do that, and really out there for the Railers, everybody can handle the basketball depending on.
Bryson, he grabbed the ball, had it tipped away a little bit by King, and then Bryson took one little step to try and gather himself and just did hit that timeline.
Yeah,
turnover by the Railers.
Yeah, that's not a good turnover either. We've really struggled this year, Jeff, of just getting the ball in bounds. You know, that's another time where we couldn't struggle to get the ball in bounds.
King, watched by Kirby. Long three, front of the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Morton. Ball loose on the floor, tipped away by Isles into the hands of Kirby.
Good thing Isles was there because Burns was the only guy underneath the basket, and he's got the Morton uniform on, and he was going to go right up for an easy 2.
Isles over to Hop. Hop drives by Altenberger, dumps it down. Nobody there to catch it, but Kirby tracks it down. Hop on the left wing is going to take it right to the basket. Strong off the
nice.
Count it. He is fouled.
Attaboy, Hoppy. That's a big drive. That's a strong drive too, Jeff. He got right to the rim, and guy was holding on his arm and was able to power right up through there. Senior makes that kind of move, especially late in the game.
34-19. Hop scoreless in the first 3 quarters. He's got the last 4 points for the Railers. Both baskets going to the basket. Free throw is good.
For the Railers, number 20, KJ Fry, who replaces Garrett Isles.
KJ back in, so that's good to see. Railers with a 16-point lead. That's good to see as well. Rossi to Anderson. Altenberger.
Yeah, and really, the Potters have not had a lot of threes tonight. You look at Altenberger, probably obviously their best shooter. He's only had a couple looks at him and only one make.
Inside underneath is up and good for Cooper Kraft into the contest for the first time.
Well, as you said, Fry's back in, so it must have been okay with all the hit and the injury and stuff.
Foul on Rossi, his second. That'll be the 8th, and it'll send the Railers back to the line shooting bonus. You get the feeling that we're going to be shooting some free throws.
Yeah, this could be a 20-minute quarter here. Still 4:47 left, 35-21. Railers hop goes to the line for one and bonus, who has been good so far from the free throw line as well this year.
Makes the first one, 36-21. Second one, that one rolled out, rebound to Morton.
Of course I would say that.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but I've learned. This 15 years, I've learned. So the Railers up by 15, though, with 4.5 to go. Altenberger, and we've got a foul is going to be whistled by the baseline official. Foul's going to go against Kirby. That'll be his first, 6th on the team. Still looking to inbound. Ball tipped around by 2 Railers. It was first tipped by Bowers and then by Kirby, and they just couldn't hang on to it.
You know, Bowers gets his hands on a lot of basketballs, you know.
Anderson looking to inbound, does so to Altenberger. Altenberger back to Anderson. Drives in the baseline, or drives toward the lane rather, kicks it down to the baseline to Burns. Altenberger. And right now, Josh, being down 15 points, you talked about their 3-pointers. It looks like that's really all they're concentrating on right now, and the Railers have done a nice job of forcing that out.
Yeah, and they're trying to go down low, but none of them want to shoot it. They just want to pass it right down to the guy cutting to the layup. So if Altenberger's not shooting from the outside, they really look to struggle to find baskets.
4 minutes, 4 seconds left in this one. Railers with a 36-21 lead. Tipped away by Fry, loose on the floor.
Get it, boys.
Railers down there. Isaiah behind his back, ball still loose. Breaking Gazzett, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Morton. Great hustle by the Railers. I think at one point or another, every Railer was on the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's almost that fumble, you know, where nobody can pick it up. That thing's squabbling around. 2 guys get it. One guy thinks he has it and catches a body blow from another guy, and it tips away, and then it fumbles a little more, and finally somebody kicks it out of bounds.
Well, and you wonder how long that could have gone on had they not hit the baseline.
Yeah. If we were at half court, that could have been going. Some guy who had already dove once would have had to dive again to go get it.
So after the hustle play, gives the ball back to the Railers. Up 15, 3:50 to go. The only real foul trouble for the Railers, Bacon and Bowers each with 3. There's Isaiah with it. KJ on the right wing, hands back to Bryson Kirby. Are we at the point of the game where the Railers are going to do everything now to take as much air out of it as they can?
Well, I think so, too. It's all layups now, Jeff. Layups and free throws for the Railers. 18 fouls for Morton. Get to the...
Thrown away.
Yeah, here's where the Railers struggle, too. Just guys handling the basketball, making the right passes, making the right cuts. You just remember that team somewhat of last year, the team the year before. It just seemed like they always knew where one another was on the court. You know, one guy, if he was going backdoor, Max knew that 2 steps before he even did it. And right now, these guys don't quite know when they're going to cut, and the passers don't know when, and if they're going to go backdoor, they're going to stay out.
Into the contest for the first time tonight, in fact for the first time this year, is 6'4" junior Alex O'Donoghue. 3:15 to go, so OD in for the first time. Morton. Right now the Railer defense has really baffled him. Of course, in all honesty, Morton has certainly helped in that.
Yeah.
Driving baseline, they kick it back in. Off the glass, won't go down, but Cooper Kraft is going to go to the line, and he'll be shooting a pair of free throws with 2:54 to go.
They have done a pretty good job, though, of getting to the baseline and having some guy cut from around the free throw line or that area to the basket. And they've done a pretty good job of finding them. They just haven't been able to do it enough.
Kraft, first free throw on the way is good. Gosh, that foul, the 4th for Isaiah. Checking in for Isaiah will be 6'4" senior David Biggs. Or no, he's actually replacing Bryson. So now the Railers get a little bigger than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Second free throw won't go down. Hop gets the rebound for the Railers. 36-22, 2:50 to go. Hop with a stutter step move down the lane, tries to go up with it. He missed it, but he'll go to the line and he'll be shooting 2 more.
Yeah, again, Hop just being athletic and getting a guy that's trying to handle the ball against him on his heels, and he's going right at him pretty hard. And Hop's aggressive enough, he's athletic enough to get all the way to the hoop.
First free throw is no good. 36-22. All the scoring for the Railers in this quarter has come from Aaron Hop, including that free throw there. 37-22. Railers up by 15. And since the Railers had that run right at the end of the third quarter, Morton has not been able to get within that 13-15 range. Railers have been able to do a nice job keeping it there.
Yeah, right. And I think that's one key for this team this year is not giving up the leads. If you don't extend it, at least don't give it up.
3 on the way. Up and good for Barrick Olden. (37-25). 2 minutes to go here at Roy S. Anderson.
Yeah, and I think, Morton kind of put their subs in a little bit. The Railers put a few in. This isn't exactly over by any means.
KJ top of the key will fire and connect.
Nice answer by the Railers. KJ Fry was off on a couple earlier on the game. That time he gets one almost at the top of the key, where all shooters love to get it at.
Double team as Biggs and Fry had Kraft trapped in the corner. His only choice was to throw it off the leg of Fry. And KJ will head to the bench. Nolan Hullinger back in. So
I don't think you'll see any of the sophomores besides Bacon and Bowers in this tournament. I guess it's the IHSA. This only allows you to play so many tournaments, and I think Coach would figure that they'd get more time and more action if they were playing in a sophomore tournament. So probably won't see those guys.
Thrown out of bounds off of O'Donohue, so Hop and Bowers will head to the bench. Kirby and Isles back in. They join Hullinger, Biggs, and O'Donohue. 40-25. Railers on top by 15. And unless something really strange happens, looks like Railers are looking at win number 2 on the season here on a Friday night. Let's hope every Friday night we have games we're talking about a Railer win.
That'd be nice. A couple of those sophomores that you probably won't see now, but maybe a little toward the more after this tournament, and of course you will during the sophomore games. Titus Cannon also dressing for the varsity squad as Tate Sloan, Sam Birnbaum, and Ben Grunder.
Under a minute, Railers on top, 40-25.
All sophomores, so a total of 7 sophomores, I believe. 6 sophomores on the roster for the varsity.
Railers just playing catch, and Morton's going to let them. Almost a steal. It is a steal. Going down, trying to make a move. And they're going to get a foul on O'Donohue.
Foul on that? 30 seconds.
Had to get Alex in the scorebook.
I guess.
Free throw on the way is up and good. Olden with 4 here in the quarter. 40-26. Second one rolls off, no good. 40-26 is our score. Thrown away. Railers look like they're going to win this one.
Yeah, nice win for the Railers, and improve their record to now 2-1 on the season. Morton will fall now to 0-3 on the young season, and of course tomorrow we'll get started early again on Saturdays. There's a foul by Morton. Biggsy's going to go to the free throw line. Morton will be back here early in the morning, 10 o'clock start. Morton and Champaign Centennial, and your Railers in Danville will tip it off at 11:30.
Biggs at the line. Free throw up and good.
Bigsy. Crowd favorite, I think. Especially the student section favorite.
Second one, that one's spun off no good. 5.8 to go. Railers up 15, lob it ahead, thrown away. 1.2 to go. I got a feeling they're probably just going to throw it in, and that'll be it. And that is it.
41-26.
Railers get the victory. Final score 41-26. Railers improve to 2-1 on the season. Morton drops to 0-3. We'll be back with our post-game show in a moment. The Josh Komnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center post-game show. Railers win by 15. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Bacon had some big boards. There's still rebounds out there left to get. There's still a lot of opportunities to score that we didn't. But again, yeah, we're it's a work in progress, and it's a lot easier to work when you've got to come on after a W than it is a loss.
We're joined now by Lincoln coach Neil Alexander, and Coach, we will forewarn you, we have an extra guest on the post-game show with, I think we're tied in with the phone line, someone here at the school. So if you hear the fax machine or the beeps, I think that's just the school's way of celebrating, as I think we're about to hear from it. The Railers tonight come up with the win, 41-26. We knew coming in fact, we had stats that when Lincoln and Morton play in this tournament the last 4 years, the average combined points has been 63. Tonight we had 67, so there was really no surprise what we were going to see with the offense, the defenses. But they found a way to win tonight. They did just enough. They got that lead to 12 or 13 in the fourth quarter, and then they were able to sustain.
Well, we had a goal tonight. We got beat the Wednesday night because we had no identity of where the shooter was at, and number 10 for them, Altenberger's a very, very good shooter, explosive player, and he's one that could have, racked up a lot of points on us. And, I thought we'd done a nice job finding him and keeping him really from getting into any type of flow, and really forced him off the line. And I thought our defense was pretty good for the most part. And, we're going to have games like this to where we're getting things in a low-scoring game.
Yeah, Coach, active hands, I thought, again, Bowers with a lot of tip-aways. Not that we got all of them, but even anytime you can get your hand on a basketball, and the rebounding, I thought was better for the most part. Some guys, especially Bowers, was attacking, going after some of the offensive rebounds. So something you're building on every game. Defense got to get a little bit better. Our rebounding efforts got to get a little better as well.
Yeah, we didn't make any contact, and we're sure not going to out-jump anybody. And, we had a couple where they just made a beeline, and we made no attempt to get in front of them, to change their direction. They were making straight lines there, and, and that's disappointing because we spend every day working on assignments, on the blocking out, on the side that, we got to do things. And if we don't block people out, and then we get a rebound, and, he went straight up for it, and they, make a, to me, a bad call. But, we got to continue to do and get better, and we've got our work cut out for us tomorrow.
Coach, one of the things that we noticed, especially in the first half, was we saw, for all the years I've been doing these games, you may go 4 or 5 weeks without seeing a ball that's kicked by a defender. It just seems like the Railers out high tonight had a lot of trouble getting the pass around their defender. The ball getting kicked, the ball getting tipped. Is it just not being familiar with where your teammate's going to be, or is it just is that one on the passer to have to make that play?
Well, we're just so small, and they're long. You know, that's the things, and we finally went away from our 4 out to try to get somebody inside to get into seams, which made it work a little bit better, and we still didn't attack the way we want. But these kids, like we said all along, they're going to get better as we go. They're going to understand what we're doing and everything, so those are things that, you know, we have to be able to make adjustments. Right now, we are spending a heck of a lot of time working versus pressure, the run and jump, and full court and everything that we got to do to get successful there.
Yeah, Coach, because you sure know there are people here scouting to see that we didn't handle pressure on Wednesday night, but as you look forward to tomorrow, Danville, a team very athletic, very big kid inside, a lot for the Railers to deal with, not only Danville, but again then on tomorrow night, with Cahokia. Any signs that you see of these guys wearing down? You know, they're smaller guys. They're not big, stocky, or tall, or anything like that. Are you worried about the conditioning at all for tomorrow?
Well, I like to think that we condition pretty good, that we'll be able to handle it, but it's no doubt going to wear down on us, and we have to, you know, try to find other ways to combat what we're doing. And, you know, Hop and Isaiah hasn't been off the floor the first 3 games, so that is something that's big, and you know we have to be able to do some things to get you know, get some guys off the court, and you know it's just going to take some time to figure out a rotation and things.
Coach, whenever we have this tournament, we've looked. I think it's something like at least 10 years in a row, a team that's appeared in this tournament has at least made it to the Elite 8 or beyond, and so that shows what a quality tournament. This year, it's a very balanced tournament, because going into the final day, I don't remember when the last time was, going into the final day, you had 4 teams tied at 2-1, Lincoln being one of them.
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, I think the quality of the tournament is a little lower than what it's been, but there's still good teams. It's going to be very, very competitive by the end of the year. I think they're all young. We have a lot of young kids that are playing, and you know, it'll eventually get back to where
you're going to get somebody to the state tournament. So I would highly doubt that there'll be somebody this year, but you know, but that just speaks for the quality of the teams that
we've had and everything. And I think Morton's, they're leaving next year. They're going to go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's starting their tournament again, so you know, they're going to go down there, and you know, with Macomb, and I think Pleasant Plains is going to be there. Jacksonville. I've heard Clinton possibly. You know, so it's a tournament that's. It's a great place to play the bowl in Jacksonville, but we think we have a quality tournament here.
Is there a team to replace Morton?
We have none right yet, so we're still searching, and hopefully we can get somebody online here pretty quick.
Well, Coach, a couple coming up tomorrow, as Josh talked about in the morning. Danville, we always talk about, and you always talk about, that Saturday morning game. Sometimes doesn't come down to who the better team is who wants to show up and play basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, we gotta get them up and be ready to go, and you know, hopefully,
you know, they'll get up early and get on a bus and drive 2 hours. So hopefully it'll be to our benefit. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we got to come play our game. This is why we want to play a top quality tournament, is
to get our guys focused on what they have to do, how they have to play, and everything.
All right, Coach, well, we will let you go. Congratulations on the win tonight, 41-26. Railers move to 2-1, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a couple more victories. First things first, that'll start tomorrow morning, an 11:30 start, Railers taking on Danville.
Oh, yeah, and we'd sure like to have the support. Tomorrow's a tough one to play in the morning, and hopefully we'll get some people out to support our guys.
All right. Railers with the victory tonight, 41-26, and we'll be back to wrap it up in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Corey Leonard. AAA Windows Siding and Doors. The Carpet House. Town and Country Bank. Lincoln IGA. Fifth Street Food Mart. Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds. Friendship Manor. Rick Ham State Farm Insurance. Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Lincoln Printers. Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital. Lincoln IGA. Realtor Nancy Cunningham at Brady Realtors. Stacy's Family Pharmacy. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois. Grau Incorporated. Schneider Chiropractic. St. Clara's Manor. Eaton Corporation. Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery. Headline Salon LLC. And by Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning, and U-Haul.